TV coverage, well, a bit of CCTV, you don't have the full A-picture coverage, fine together. They come out of Coram and into Murray's for the first time. So one lap completed by Marcus Clutton. Shane Stoney already 3.7 seconds adrift. Matt Jones in third place, number 77, and then fourth place is John McLeod. He's going a couple of places from his grid position. Rod Goodman is ahead of Son Elliott in fifth and sixth places, 31 ahead of 28. In seventh place we have number 13, Jacek Zielonka. Martin Verity is eighth. Ninth is Odron Goodmanson. Jason Rishover has lost a lot of time on that opening lap. He's come through in 10th place, as has Spencer Bourne. So clearly problems for them on the opening lap. Spencer Bourne having started on the second row. Jason Rishover expect to climb further up than the fourth row, but that's where he started anyway. They're both now two to watch, making their way up from the back of the field in 10th and 11th places. So Marcus Clutton leading by, as I say, 3.7 seconds at the end of the first lap. And carrying on, starting as he means to carry on, I would have thought. A 31-year-old driver from Oldham, from Greater Manchester. And has raced in the team for months this year. Marcus Clutton and Shane Stoney lapped in the 2:17s. Marcus Clutton on that second lap goes round quicker than that, 2:16.398. And he's almost doubled his lead over Shane Stoney. He's now 6.1 seconds. Matt Jones, number 77 in third place, is 6.2 seconds behind Shane Stoney. In fact, it's becoming a kind of fashionable gap, this, because between Matt Jones in third place and John McLeod in fourth, there is nearly 6 seconds, 5.7 seconds. No change in the order behind, but let's just see what the progress is. Yes, Jason Rishover lapping a fair bit quicker than Goodmanson. So he should be able to catch him in a couple of laps, I would say. And he has right behind him Spencer Bourne. So those two having their own little battle as they work their way up the order. I think Marcus Clutton's aim is partly to win the championship, but also to maybe lap everybody at this rate. He could well do so, even Shane Stoney. Is that the leader coming out of bomb hole into Coram? down to the same sort of pace as Marcus Dutton now, not as quick but not so far behind. The gap not gone up that much, 7.2 seconds now, first to second. Sterling St Jones is 10 seconds. The Goodmans have swapped places. Elliot Goodman now up into 5th place. In fact, what's happened to Rod? We've got Rod Goodman coming through into delayed 7th place, and now quite a clutch of 3-4 cars in a cluster heading up towards Riches. Jason Rishover, Martin Verity, Spencer Bourne and Odin Goodmanson all together as Goodmanson now in last place. And Jason Rishover, Martin Verity, Spencer Bourne. I think we'll find that Martin Verity will drop back and that Spencer Bourne and Jason Rishover lapping in the 2:21s, which is quicker than number 77 Matt Jones in 3rd place, so their pace would have them quarrelling over 3rd place rather than where they are at the moment, which is 8th. But I think we'll find that they are Rod Goodman of 7th place. Leader through Coram and coming into Murray. A wild form six. Black and orange flag, number 8. Spencer Bourne, no rear rain lights got, so black and orange flag. And that's jumping. That's the flag one. Whilst they fix the problem in the pit lane. Marcus Dutton that time around went quicker than previously, 2:15.254 he's down to now.
He went home.
Did he come up?
Yeah.
Oh, he's been up.
Yeah, he only came up for about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Actually, it does seem to have red lights on.
Dull, anyway.
Yeah, I know, especially earlier on.
It hasn't got the red light on.
Red light? Where?
But he's dropped back to last place anyway. Spencer Bourne, which leaves Jason Rishover on his own.
Your Lydden Hill come through well.
Closing up on Rod Goodman.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
You enjoyed that day?
7th
Oh,
place.
boy, it was amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
After that, it'll be more of a
Nearly filmed all the way round
challenge to get
where they
any more
got
places.
top bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to come over well on that.
Number 13, Jacek Delonka, with 2nd or 7th second. Up to the head of it. Marcus Dutton has getting more than that, 9.5 seconds nearly. Less than that is over 2 seconds slower than Marcus Dutton's best lap. 2:15.254 last time for Marcus Dutton, 2:17.446 last time for James Stone. Five laps now completed by Marcus Dutton. That time they're almost identical to this one, 2.393. James Stoney, the lowest 10.9, 7 seconds behind. Again, James, that time. By which across the line goes Matt Jones. Chris, what do you know?
Well,
the black and orange that went out for the number 8 car, Spencer Bourne. As you saw, it was for the lights, and then he spotted that it was on. He obviously kind of clocked that when he was round there, and now that black and orange has been brought back in because, of course, they've got pitch-to-car radio, so they managed to sort it out without him coming in.
Good, thank you very much. That clarifies that. It doesn't help him overcome the effects of the spin he must have had, but nonetheless it does mean he hasn't got to come into the pits. Thanks, Chris. So Spencer Bourne. Last time was
and he's just rejoined the track on the exit of Murray's, and I guess that because I watched his team with their hands on his on their head, so he's just had another moment. He's about to come past you now.
Here he is.
But lost even more time.
Well, he's giving himself a challenging race. He's now 17 seconds behind Martin Verity, but we know he can lap quicker than Martin Verity. As Jason Rishover, he is 7.6 seconds behind Eddie Goodman, lapping slower. So I think that's about where he's going to rise to. Jason Rishover, 6th place. So Spencer Bourne, in between spinning, the challenge is finding the limit of adhesion as the track gets ever drier. So they can push to the limit, but the limit goes comes past the pit. There's fine. It's a long race. Tires go overheat. Track dries out. They went start the race off. The last something now they've 12.5 seconds on. That was the race. Picking up on your commentary is that it may be just something look at the stats down there. They have, as well as the placement where they have 46 tires down. They get the motor before the end of the race. Well, this is going to be quite an interesting tactical decision, isn't it? Because the pit stop window opens maybe there's no more rain, no more contemplate tyre. Defer your pit stop until the end of the window, making sure you don't leave it until after the window and then get penalised for that. So something for the teams to think about now. We're 5 minutes away from the pit stop window opening. Well, the drivers know better than obviously what I can see, which is just what's a relatively small part of the track, how dry it is. Means the track will dry out. There's a lot of room there. It also means they're looking for the wet part of the track. I mean, just even down in the pit lane, and I'm sure you can see there as well, is there's an awful lot of standing water just on the fast lane down here, let alone out on the circuit. It's probably not worth the gamble, it's just a talking point. So I think we'll probably find they'll stick with the wets, but as you say, they've brought some in readiness. But certainly Marcus Dutton very much driving on the wetter part of the track now to get past the pit. Deliberately doing so, it's off the small line. Doesn't worry, he's so far ahead. So number 69, Marcus Dutton. 7 laps now, James Stoney has the 12.6 seconds behind, but still putting in seconds in the lap, so now 15.342, Shane at 215.544. That's the first time their lap times were almost matched. But further back, apart from Spencer Bourne playing catch up again, Jason Rishover closing up on Elliot Goodman.